Everyone, welcome out to tonight's call. My name is Josh Feltz, and I am excited to have you here live tonight on our journey into helping millions and millions of people step into a better experience of life, travel the world, make money while they do it, and build a beautiful community of people that are all on a mission of freedom, which around here we call it ELYT. All right. So whoever invited you here tonight, I want you to first, before we even get started, I want you to understand how fortunate and blessed that you are that you were one of the first people that was called to be here. What I can tell you with the leaders that we have in this company, with the actual value and service that is provided here with ELYT when it comes to the world of travel, I will tell you right now, this is going to be one of the biggest movements that has ever happened in this industry, and it is already happening in a major way. And I want to talk about what is ELYT, because ELYT is changing the status quo when it comes to that. Our mission here is to elevate everyday life by making travel more accessible, making travel more affordable, and creating a path toward financial independence. The reality of it is there is two things that I have found that make life really fun. Number one, traveling the world, and number two, having more money while you do so. Okay? And with that being said, there's one more thing that makes this absolutely special, and that is the community that you're surrounding yourself with. See, we exist to inspire people. We exist to change the lives of people all around the world that are truly just looking for a real opportunity to win and design a life that you love. All right? So I want to ask you a question here tonight. Where is it that you want to travel? Travel is essential. It is one of the most powerful things in life. You know, when God created this world, I think he made it for our benefit, for our pleasure, for our enjoyment. And how many times do we find ourselves getting locked in one area around the world and never being able to go experience it? There's two reasons why. Time freedom or the lack thereof, and money freedom or the lack thereof. Right? If we can fix the money problem, we can get in control of time, then watch our life become more enjoyable because now we're getting to do what we love. There are so many beautiful places around the world. And what if you got the ability to actually start to see those places? And there's two special things that I want to talk about here right now. All right? Two special things. Paid to travel. And then the second one that I want you to write is paid from travel. How many of you would agree with me that being paid to travel the world would be an absolute dream job? And maybe not a dream job, but set you free from your job so you can actually live an ELYT life. When it comes to being paid from travel, I want you to look right here on your screen. This is a $11.7 trillion industry. And right now, you have the ability to do two major things: getting paid to go and do that around the world, and then getting paid from people that are. And what I love about what we're doing here is we are helping people get where money is. One of the biggest things that I do when I coach people or when I'm mentoring people and teaching people is saying, hey, if you want to make money, you got to get where the money is. How can you make significant money if there is no significant amount of money that's where you are? So if you're not where the money is, get where the money is so you can get more of it. All right. And the way that this company is structured, I have to tell you, while most people pay full price, the ELYT aren't most people. And what this is doing is giving you the ability to get the same level access as top influencers, top celebrities, top business people, and entrepreneurs around the world, and realizing you could actually go to some of the nicest places around the world. And because of what you have access to with this platform, it's a fraction of what you think it actually would cost. It is amazing what you have access to here on this platform. Up to 65% off of over 1 million hotel properties and all-inclusive resorts around the world. I'm talking about escapes, week-long exclusive trips and villas and condos in beautiful places that you would recognize like an Airbnb type style. It is amazing where you can go, what you can do, and how it actually doesn't cost you what you think it does. Because of what you're paying, you're getting access to much better pricing. All right. And that's a very powerful thing. On top of that, If you've ever traveled in an airport, I will tell you, traveling in lounges and traveling in just the terminals are a very different experience. Getting access to these lounges is a different treatment. You walk in there, they're handing you champagne. You walk in there, there's food laid out that you can go and enjoy, and you're not being rushed to hurry up and get to your gate real quick. You're getting to enjoy your time more than just exist in time. All right. I love the lounges. It's absolutely one of my favorite things to do when I'm traveling. On top of that, significant discounts on top-notch international cruise lines. If you've never been on a cruise, I'll tell you, going on cruises are fun. Whether it's going with your whole family or maybe it's a couple that just wants to get away, going on a cruise and being able to see different islands, especially if it's one of the nicer cruise lines, is really a beautiful experience. And you'll be amazed at the pricing that you can actually get on that, especially when it comes to these elite discounts that are available. Now, this is one of my favorite things. One thing that I love to do is travel the world and teach people. But imagine it being much more like a vacation, or can we call it Train-cations, where we show up and we say, hey, we're going to Fiji this month. Anybody that wants to go, meet us there. We're going to do a 3-day training and everybody's welcome to come. Someone put a 2 in the chat box if you've never heard such a thing at your job. All right. We're going to the Maldives in July. Anybody's welcome to come. We're having a Train-cation. Everybody's welcome. We'll see you there. We're going to Greece in August. Anybody that wants to go, we'll see you there. All right. This is where you get VIP level mentorship. You get to go to some of the most beautiful and epic destinations around the world, and you get to make memorable moments. If there's one thing that I can tell you with full assurance, what you do in your life and what you experience is everything that we truly have. When you get to the end of your life, we're not talking about the car that you drove. We're not talking about the house that you lived in. We're talking about the time that you spent with the people that you love and what you were able to see and do. And what's really special about this, and this is something that I really want to highlight here in this very moment. Imagine being able to go on one of the most beautiful trips that you've ever dreamed of, and rather than doing it once in a lifetime, you did it once every year. Someone put a 1 in the chat box if you would love to go and experience one of the most beautiful places in the world, whether that's Fiji, whether that's the Northern Lights, whether that's Cappadocia. I'm talking about beautiful places. Every year for the rest of your life, the membership that you're paying for, not only did it give you access to the discounts, not only did it give you access to powerful resources when it comes to travel, not only mentorship with some of the best in the game, but every year, every penny that you put into this $175 membership that you're paying on a monthly basis is actually paying for your vacation after 12 months. Every penny and every dollar that goes into this membership, $175 a month, is actually going towards, I want you to see this very clearly, your annual ELYT signature trip. I'm not talking about going on the trip of a lifetime once in your life. I'm talking about going on a trip of a lifetime every year of your life. And what I believe to be 100% true, if you actually went down this journey, even outside of the ability to make money with this company, your life would be better and would be more happy because you found yourself here in this community. All right. This is a community that's shifting the game. For less than $200 a month, you have the ability to get access to all of these discounts, hotels, resorts, cruises, airport lounges. I'm talking about amazing things. But I want to show you why this is great for customers. Someone that just wanted to come and enjoy this platform without sharing it with a whole bunch of people. All right, check this out. As a customer, for $175, you get started. If you refer 3 of your friends, 3 friends say, you know what? I want to go on an annual trip with you, and I would love to get access to these discounts where we could go and travel the world. Even if I save $30 a night for a week, that puts more money in my pocket than the actual membership cost in a month. All right. It is powerful when you really break it down on a fundamental level. Okay. You refer 3 people. Now your membership every month as a customer has now been waived and it is free. But let me tell you why this is still so significant. on top of you getting access to everything, on top of it now not costing you a penny every single month because you referred 3 friends or 3 people, you also still qualify, and that 175 monthly is still applied to your annual ELYT signature trip. Someone put yes in the chat box if you understand how generous that is. Even if you've referred 3 people and free, that 175 is still going every month to your annual ELYT signature trip. Now, I want to take it to another level. There are those of you that just want to travel, enjoy, and maybe have it for free. But then there's also many of you that I believe are a lot like me. Not only do we want to travel the world and experience the world in the most beautiful way that it can be experienced, we also want to make money. Someone put a 1 in the chat box if you believe that people right now need more money than they've ever needed before in history. The cost of living is more than it's ever been. Inflation is a very, very real situation when it comes to cars, when it comes to food, when it comes to housing. I mean, across every area of life, money has become less valuable when it comes to what you're getting, but people's income has not changed really at all. So what if you could actually lead people in a way that they could experience the world, they could travel the world, get paid to travel, but also now get paid from people that are also traveling? $11.7 trillion sitting there. Someone put a 2 in the chat box if you agree that you want a piece of that. So I want to show you one of the most powerful things about this. It's great for the customer because 1, the discounts are more than enough. The value is more than enough. But 2, you can get it for free and it still count for the annual ELYT signature trip. But now on the flip side, let's talk about making money. Show me the money. The first part of any business is how fast can you get your investment back? Without me going into a business mastermind here tonight, someone put a 1 in the chat box if you agree that getting your money back and any investment that you make is something that should be a priority. If it's not probably a very serious investment. So with this, what's beautiful, you refer 3 people to the platform, you get your $175 back. It's $17 to be an affiliate on top of the $175. And at that point, you refer 3 people, the very next Friday, you're getting your $175 back. All right. All it takes is 3 people. You can do that in 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours. You refer 3 people and your investment is back. Now, what I want to do next is I want to show you one of the strongest compensation plans I have ever seen in the industry, hands down. I have been extremely blessed in my career in the amount of people that I've been able to help make a significant amount of money without making any income claims and with making sure that you understand that results vary based off of your effort. If you do nothing in life, you get nothing. If you do something, you open the door to possibility. And with this compensation plan, I'll tell you, all you need to do is open the door because the money is on the table and waiting to be collected. Now, when you refer your 3 people, you're now ready to explode in the compensation plan. All it takes is a total of 6 people. There is a right leg and a left leg in this business. And what that means is 2 channels of volume. You have a right and a left. At that point, if they go and introduce this to other people, or if someone above you places people underneath you, all of that volume, all of those people count for what you need to get paid. So keep that in mind when I'm sharing these numbers with you. 3 on the left, 3 on the right, you're making $250 every single month. Now, what's special about this is you get paid a fourth of that every single week. So $250 a month is $62.50 weekly. Someone put a 1 in the chat box if that's more than you're paying. You got your money back. Now you're getting paid more than it cost you to be in business. Now, with 6 people, you are now profitable in your business. I want to start at the basis because if we can cover our basis and a foundation, we can build anything from there. All right? 3 on the left, 3 on the right, you're profitable. Now, when those 3 on each side grow to 6, now you're making $500 a month, $125 per week for a total of 12 people. You may have only put 3 people in. And because 12 people showed up to the party, whether it was someone above you that dropped someone below you because it has to go down in the business, or one of the people that were there began to share it as well. Okay. Once you now have 16 on the right, 16 on the left, now you're making $1,000 a month, $250 a week, $175 your cost. You get it back with 3. Once you have 6, you're profitable and the foundation explodes. 16 and 16 is $1,000 a month. When you double that, 32 and 32, 64 people total, $2,000 a month, $500 per week. All right. And then it grows from there, 100 on the right, 100 on the left. That's $5,000 a month, $1,250 weekly. And you see that this continues to grow. There is something called multiplication that when it happens in your business, you will begin to see the power of multiplication compared to just addition. Many of us have been used to just making money. What we do, the effort we do, that's what pays us. But imagine if we could multiply our efforts and the power of the community becomes now the power of the income. Who agrees as a community? Put yes if you agree that we can do more together than what we can solely do on our own. I could bring 20, 30 people individually, but as a community, those 20, 30 people could turn into 20, 30,000 people. All right. That's the power of community. That's the power of multiplication. All right. When you have 200 and 200, a total of 400 people is making you $10,000 per month. All right. $2,500 every single week. Now, I want to share with you something that maybe you haven't recognized here. Because you are getting paid every single week, how many people understand there is 52 weeks in a year? Someone put a 5-2 in the chat box for me if you understand this. There is 52 weeks in a year. What is 52 times 2,500? I want you to put that in the chat box for me. What is 52 times, come on, 2,500? That's $130,000. What if I told you not only do you get paid the amount that you see in the monthly residual every month, but you effectively get a month of that included because you're getting paid every single Friday, the full 52-week calendar. Someone put a yes in the chat box if that excites you. All right. You thought it was just $10,000 a month. You thought that meant that was just $120,000 a year. Actually, boom, here's another $10,000. Why? Because we get paid every single Friday. So you're technically getting paid like a 13-month calendar. This is extremely powerful. 360 and 360, $15,000 a month, 500 and 500, $25,000 a month. I'm not going to spend much more time here because you can see as the business grows, you can get paid all the way up to $1 million a month, $250,000 per week. That is the top. So let me share something with you. 2 things that I'll leave you that's a secret. All you need is 10 people. It's not a secret. You just got to look on your screen right now. 5 on the right, 5 on the left. You qualify to get paid all the way to the top of the compensation plan. Someone put a 10 in the chat box if you agree that if all you have to do for your part is at least get 10. Someone put a 10 in the chat box if you agree that it makes sense to go and get your 10. All right. This is powerful when you understand this. Now, second thing, I need everyone to write this in the chat box for me. 10 times 10 times 10. I'm going to give you a 3-step formula that will land you at $25,000 per month. If you come in and get your 10, you're qualified to go all the way to the top of the compensation plan. Check mark. But number 2, you've also now shown people what they need to do, which sets the right steps of right duplication, which leads to right results, or better duplication leads to better results. Check this out with me and pay very close attention. If you get your 10 and your 10 people do the same thing, they get their 10. That's over 100 people, 10 times 10. Now, those 100 people do the same thing. They get their 10. That's over 1,000. If you have 1,000 people, 500 on the right, 500 on the left, you're making $25,000 a month. Guys, I want you to understand, you are 10 people away from getting 10 people, away from getting 10 people from making $25,000 per month, $6,250 every single week. This is mind-blowing. 1,000 people in your community. You're sitting at $25,000 a month. Guys, this is the best compensation plan I've ever seen in the world. So I want to invite you tonight. You're here before the party starts. Actually, the party has just begun. And what we don't want to do is go on and party without you, because I need you to understand, and I just showed you in the compensation plan, there's only two legs. Once you're in, everybody that comes after that has to go underneath someone. And why would that someone not be you? Why not you take the lead and, one, experience life in a more powerful, elite way, but number two, help people do the same. For $175, we're opening up the door not only to financial freedom, but to time freedom, where money and time are no longer problematic. I want someone to write the word life in the chat, because when you can solve the problem of money and you can solve the issue of controlling and designing your time, you truly step into a place where life can be enjoyed. And what we want to do is invite you to enjoy life with us. This is ELYT, and we are on a path of actually helping people. While the elite around the world are doing and running the world in a way that we don't agree with, we're becoming the new elite that says, what if we showed up for each other? What if we actually helped each other enjoy life more? Have better access. Whoever invited you to this call tonight, I want you to get back with them right now, and I want you to tell them that you are all in. I want to welcome you to our elite community. Go ahead and lock in every single night for the next week. We're going to be hosting calls like this where you can also bring people to as well. And we are going to blow the roof off of this thing. While all of this craziness and uncertainty is happening in the world, I'm certain that what you have here is going to help you truly step into your destiny. Financially free and living life the way that it was created to be, enjoying the world that God gave us. You have a blessed night. Get started now. Reach back and tell the person that invited you, send the link. It's freedom time, everyone. I'll see you on the next call. Let's go, and good night, everyone.
The world is full of extraordinary places. But unfortunately, most people never get to see them because they're stuck repeating work, eat, sleep, bills, repeat. Weeks blur into months, months blur into years, and somewhere along the way, the dreams we once had become memories of maybe one day. Here's the thing nobody tells you. When you're at the end of your life, you're not going to talk about the car you drove or the house you lived in. You're going to talk about the memories you made, the trips you took, the places you saw, the moments you shared with the people you love. You're going to wish you had more of those moments, more sunsets, more adventures, more time together. That's what ELYT is all about. Not just saving money on travel. It's about giving you access to the experiences that become the stories you tell for the rest of your life. The world's wealthiest travelers aren't paying what you're paying. Actually, they're paying less because they have access to insider rates, private deals, and member-only pricing. The kind of travel perks most people never even know exist. That access is now yours. ELYT is your all-access insider pass to world-class travel without world-class prices. You unlock exclusive member pricing on over 1 million hotels, resorts, and properties worldwide. Same 5-star resorts, same luxury villas, same destinations. Just the pricing reserved for industry insiders and those in the know. You can book week-long stays at condo resorts across the globe for just fractions of the public price, not per night, for an entire week. But here's where ELYT becomes something extraordinary. Every 12 months you maintain membership, you qualify for an ELYT annual signature experience included with your membership. The Maldives, Iceland, Cappadocia, islands in the Pacific, the Northern Lights, the places most people save for years to visit once, you get access to every year you're a member. These aren't just trips, they're the memories your family will talk about forever, the kind of moments that remind you what life is really about, trips that would normally cost thousands, included. So, what does all this cost? Only $175 per month, and here's the best part. You can enroll just 3 people and have your membership fee waived. 3 people. That's it. People are already planning trips. You're just showing them how to do it smarter and save money. And you have the ability to be rewarded. Every time someone says yes, pretty soon you're traveling at a discount, seeing the world one trip at a time. This is more than a membership. It's a community. This is your chance to collect the memories that matter. to explore the world with the people you love, to stop putting off someday and start living now, because one day you're going to look back and you're not going to wish you worked more. You're going to wish you traveled more. This is freedom. This is access. This is memories. This is ELYT.